Good.
That was the intro to Pixies then. It was like,
Stop.
Can
I draw your attention to this?
Live. What? Why is it telling me to live?
Live more.
I am a live. What's it saying?
So hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of the internet, and welcome to Talk. Don't look at me like that. You tell me to look at the camera more. Now I can see the looks you're giving me, right?
Sorry, man. Sorry.
We've got to at least pretend to host this shit, man.
Hey, it's really good to see you. Welcome to Total Digression.
My name's Aidan Walsh, and this?
I'm Lou and Dante.
So, just so you're aware, we both actually wear glasses.
Yeah, watch this. You're going to see some fucking Twilight shit right now.
Now you're going to see why we don't wear glasses. Glare. It's like screenception. I was going to point then, but
I'm going to start playing with it and I'll be like, look, you can't see my eyes. Look, I'm shifty. You can't trust me, I'm dishonest.
So if there's anyone out there that actually gives a shit, we should apologise for the fact that we got 0 recordings completed last week. And this week we're a little later than we'd got used to, but I think
it's a Thursday.
I think moving forwards, it's actually going to be a Thursday that we do this.
I've noticed that most like comedy things that I've done on the internet usually happen repetition on a Thursday. Like every Thursday is sort of the day that they choose. So there might be something about Thursdays that are just, slightly funnier.
It's because South Park comes out on a Wednesday and they get to rip off all the jokes.
Might be.
No, basically, since we started doing this, I've got a new job and my days off are going to be Thursdays. And Lou works for himself, so he can just take off an afternoon whenever the hell he pleases.
I'm busy when I decide, really.
But you're never busy.
Free time.
Yeah, we were going to do it last week at some point, and then we decided that because it was like a Sunday afternoon, we really couldn't be bothered because that's time to spend with your family.
Smoking Sunday, man. Who wants to do that on Sunday?
Funny enough, Smoky Sundays was something I brought to my house in Nottingham in my first year.
What, people just like, what do you mean get stoned on a Sunday?
Well, yeah.
What are you talking about? That sounds lazy.
None of these boys were smokers when I got there, and obviously I was a massive stoner when I started university. So I was like, so I was like, well, if you're not gonna smoke it, you should at least smoke it on a Sunday. We'll make it a thing like smoke. Fast forward 2 weeks, right? And I'm getting home, and these boys are like, "Oh, you need to call this W and get me a 20 bag." And they would on
Sunday, man, it's coming. We're not prepared.
No, they just got to smoking every night, right?
But they just developed a bad habit when you were around.
They had no idea about how economies of scale works because they would honestly stand there and each of them hand me £20 notes. I'd have 60 quid, and they'd want me to go out and get 3 20 bags.
Did they know what that was?
A shit deal.
Like I was saying, oh, can you get us a 20s, mate? Yeah, it's going to be between this much and this much of a handful.
Not only that, mate, but in Nottingham, when you don't know anyone locally, and it's just we got this guy's number when we set off to go and like register for the university, and you've got to sign up, and you've got to get
Well, like an installation package, where you just like sign up. I've been in fucking Ada, and I want to do these subjects. And, oh, look, there's a number. There's a number for fuck you. If you're having any troubles with your revision, call this number. He might help you out.
It's about that dodgy, right? On the way back, right, I saw this boy, an Asian lad. He called himself Jay. Sat in a black
Jay.
Just
is
Jay.
That like a weed name, or is it his birth name? Just like destined to smoke.
Well, it was just
Jay, man.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't Jay. It was just
really.
like the letter J.
Just J.
Right? So he went.
That still works, man.
Yeah. That was how he went under. But he was driving this VW Golf. Yeah, 32 body kit on it, black windows. Asian lad driving it, big diamond earring.
Suspicious.
I'm walking home, right? I look at this boy. This boy looks at me. I kind of give him that, are you selling? You look like you're selling. And he's like,
You look a bit.
You asking me if I'm selling? And he rolls down the window and he's like, "You boys looking for directions?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm looking for I'm looking for something, but it's not directions." And he was like, "Oh, I'll give you my number." Right there, as I've just told you this story, I realised that I could have quite easily ended up at a gay bar that night.
You could have been in some deep shit, man.
Yeah, deep in some shit.
Deep in some shit.
Way.
Playing with all kinds of poop.
Furthermore, this week's episode is also going to be a bit shorter than we've normally been doing, even since we got it back, because...
Well, considering no one fucking watches the full episode, how do they know, really?
Nobody watches.
How do they know? It's like, oh, this week's shorter, this week's longer, this week... We don't fucking know. We don't care. We only watch the little fucking segments that you put up.
Is anyone even watching them?
I know.
You know, you're in charge. You're running it.
Why am I
I'm
here?
asking you a question.
Why am I here?
Because it's warmer than your house.
Can't afford gas this week neither. Right, oh, can I borrow a £5 to put on the meter, please?